Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've not been here before, I'm Prue. I'm Australian, but I live in the UK and I write a blog, The House of Skirt. I am on Instagram all the time. I love an Instagram story, and every week I get loads of DMs asking me about all the random things I go on over there. So I thought, how about we start doing a weekly wrap up so I can extend a little on what I chat about, because I can't keep to the 15 seconds. I get cut off all the time and it's really annoying. So I'm going to give you a rundown of the last week as far as Instagram stories go and anything else exciting that happened, to be honest. So let's go. At the start of last week, you might have seen that I won an Instagram competition. I'm so excited. It's the second one I've won this year and I love it. Anyway, I won these skin shots. It was on the Naughty 40s, Tracy over at the Naughty 40s Diaries page. So these are a shot a day for 30 days. I'm hoping that at the end I look about 15. I've taken 2. I forgot to take them over the weekend because I left them in the office and I just forgot. But let me show you them. So they're just like little bottles like this, and you just take one a day. I thought it was a fruit drink, so I downed it and ended up choking because there's a lot of ginger in here. I like ginger, but I wasn't expecting the ginger, so had a little choke there, but they're not too bad at all. So I will be having these for the next month, and I'm hoping that I'm going to look about 15 at the end of it. The mouse in our house. A scratch down there. Ah! Is that a little? Oh, Greg, do something about it! Right, you guys have sent so many suggestions in. My husband is adamant that the trap is going to work. Now, the trap has failed as far as I'm concerned. The cheese went off it, the peanut butter went off it. We still have that damn mouse. I think that mouse is living a great life because I think it's under the cabinets, which is like our dishwasher, then our sink, which has our bins underneath it, and then the washing machine. So I think it's just under there having a feast of anything that falls out of our bin. Greg's adamant that he's going to keep continuing on with these traps. But as far as I'm concerned, after a week of living with a mouse, we either need to sell the house or burn the house to the ground. They're really my only 2 options. Louis doesn't care. Louis cared for like the 1 minute that I took that video on stories. I'm going to put that in my highlights as well, actually, because a few people have said, I want to watch it again, which, I mean, it's basically just me screaming about the dog eating a mouse, but the dog wasn't eating a mouse. He was just playing with the mouse. Yeah, so Louis doesn't care anymore. He had his moment of being a dog. He doesn't give a shit. So we just have this mouse, and yeah, we need to do something because I'm not enjoying the mouse being in the house. You also may have seen those nifty people over at Amazon. I don't know how, but for months now, I've been getting these emails telling me about Amazon. I thought they were just like spammy crap. So I've just been deleting the emails. And then I thought, oh, just read it, because I obviously had a second. And it was telling me about the benefits to my Prime account. And I thought, I don't have Amazon Prime. So I clicked on it. And it turns out, guys, I do have Amazon Prime. I've had it for about 6 months, which is fabulous. So I was like outraged. I was like, how has this happened? And then I started reading the benefits. And then Amazon sold me. And I was like, I need Amazon Prime. So you better believe it, I downloaded all of the apps. I got the photos one. The photos one was the one that really sold it because my phone's always full. So I uploaded 3,500 photos to the cloud. My phone is empty. It's wonderful. I downloaded music, TV and movies. I haven't looked at the TV and movies, but I've decided that for the photos alone, $7.99 a month is a steal. So Amazon, good job. You got me. I don't know how I signed up, but I'm sticking with you. Reality TV. Now, I don't watch a lot of TV. So the other day when I sat down and told you guys that I was watching an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, you were all like, great, love the Housewives, all that jazz. Then when I said that Taylor and Russell were in marriage counseling, you were all like, you are like 10 years behind. So I was enjoying it. I then wanted to see if Taylor and Russell figured out the whole marriage counseling thing. So I Googled, to which I found that Russell committed suicide. So they didn't figure out the marriage counseling thing. I'm still, I mean, it's probably going to take me years, guys. I just watched an episode like here and there. I watched one on the weekend, and it was when Kyle didn't let Taylor and Russell come into the white party, and it was like all the big drama. I enjoy it, but I just see like one episode maybe every few months. So it's going to take me years, guys. I mean, they didn't even have iPhones. Once you told me how old it was, I started watching closer and I was like, oh, they don't even have iPhones. Like, that's how old this is. Like, when did iPhones become a thing? I'm sure they've been around for a good while now. So yeah, I'm not great on reality TV. You also saw this weekend that I was cleaning like a mad lady and trying to be a domestic goddess because we were having a dinner party on Saturday night. And you know when you just collect all that rubbish and you're like, oh, I might use that box one day. I might reuse that gift bag one day. I might whatever. And then it all piles up, generally like underneath the stairs or somewhere like that. And then you're having guests come over and you think, God, I don't want them to think I'm like a hoarder. So you have to do the like huge like ripping out of everything just in case, like, God forbid they open a cupboard. That's what I did on Saturday, and I'm feeling really smug now because my house is super tidy because we kind of were outside the whole time. The weather was nice, we were hot tubbing, we weren't really in the house. So I cleaned the house within an inch of its life and we weren't in the house. So now I'm just gonna lay all week on my sofa and just kind of like marvel in my glorious clean house. I did post though yesterday, and a lot of you agreed with me, that I think something happens at 30 where it's like you instantly put on 5 pounds because your metabolism stops, but you also can't drink anymore. I mean, it's Monday and I still don't feel great from Saturday night, and I didn't drink that much. So I think something happens at 30. I did put something Grandma-y on Instagram, like, I think drinking is for under 30s, which made me sound about 87. And God, I'm 31, so I'm like 1 year into this and I'm saying that I'm too old for it. But I don't feel like, I was always that annoying person that was like, I don't get hangovers. And now I'm like, I feel like this is just the world coming to like slap me in the face. You will have seen I went to Meadowall on Friday because I needed to get a dress for my nephew Josh's christening yesterday, which was on Sunday, and it stressed me out. I forgot it was summer holidays. There was like millions of children everywhere. Lots of preteens and teens with not very much clothing on, with lots of makeup on, like the lashes, the like contouring, the stripe of highlighter, like they haven't got the memo that you blend it in. They were just everywhere. And then I was just tipped over the edge in H&M by, I'm gonna say they were like maybe 12 or 13, full on making out. And I was like, what are you doing? I don't feel like I liked it when I was a teenager, and I feel like I'm still a bit of a prude, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that in public? Like, put him down and go do something else than make out with boys in shopping centres. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to be that mum. I'm going to be that mum that like locks my child away forever because I don't want them to ever be that person. But yeah. That's me. So yeah, had my granny rant about that. So I also did last week a post about rainbow. I had my rainbow sweater on, I had my pink shoes on, which you guys loved. So these shoes, guys, I bought them around this time last year in Primark. I have them in pink, silver, white, gold, and navy. I'm one of those people. If I find something I like, I buy it in everything. They were £7, and then I went up to Scotland and there was a sale on at Primark. Like, what the hell? And I think I got, I think they were like £4 or something like that. So that's why I have so many pairs, because I got them in the sale. They are super duper comfy. At first you need to break them in. Their backs are quite hard, but once you have broken them in, they are like slippers. I haven't been into the shoe section of Primark lately, but I'm sure at this time of year they will have something really similar, because loafers are still quite in fashion. So I'm sure they'll have something similar this year. But yeah, they were a Primark purchase from last year. Hi guys, I'm in Primark now, and look what we have. They're not shiny metallic like mine, but they're really similar. And then finally this week you would have seen a couple of really cute pictures from yesterday's christening. My nephew Josh is just the cutest little squidge. He's like 18 months old, so he's still that really like toddly cute, like not quite 2 or 3 and being like into everything. Is just damn cute. So we had a nice time. Not feeling the greatest, but we had a nice time. We were his godparents, which was really, really nice. I think Greg was like sweating because Greg's not religious at all. So, you know, when he sat there saying like, I will lead him to God, I think Greg was like, no, I won't. But it's fine. We didn't tell the vicar that. He's a good person, really. And so that was lovely. That was a nice family day. And oh, and the dress that I bought for it, I didn't tell you this. Well, I did on stories. H&M, size 14. I can't tell you the last time I actually bought my size in H&M, but they've been doing a resize and it actually fit. I was like, this is unheard of, but fabulous. So good job, H&M. Okay, lovelies, well that is a wrap up of my week in stories. If you want to follow along, subscribe here to my channel. I will be putting posts like this up every Monday, and then over on my blog, thehouseofskirt.co.uk, I post every Tuesday and Friday. And if you want to follow along with me on a daily basis, which guys, it's fun, follow along with me on Instagram. I will pop all the handles and buttons and everything here. Right, thanks guys, I'll see you next week.